Hi, welcome to the next installment of Women of the Bible, Direct Line to Jesus. This session will be on Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah. Okay, that's Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah. That's Genesis 24 through 29. It's a long read, so hopefully you've all had a chance to read through it. We're going to take a real quick look at them because there's not a lot of information out on them. They are the 5th, 6th, and 7th in line to Jesus. Rebekah, her name means practically perfect in every way. Boy, don't we all wish. And she's found in Genesis 24 through 28. Then you have Rachel, who is blessed and cursed, and she's in Genesis 29. But then you also have Leah, the unloved sister. Okay, the unloved sister, who is the older sister of Rachel, and she's also in Genesis 29. So let's take a look here for a moment. We have Rebekah, wife of Isaac, the great niece of Abraham and Sarah, and mother to Jacob. She is married for 20 years, and then she has twins. Okay. She is also passed off as a sister of Isaac and sets a trend of passed down by the parents. So what's happened is Isaac says she's my sister, when in fact she's his wife. But it was to protect her. And then as you're reading through the history, you're going to see this is happening over and over and over again. So that's Rebekah. And when you read through it, you're going to notice some things. She's beautiful, gorgeous. Everyone wants her. She's married to Isaac, and she has twin boys. Okay? Then we have Rachel, who is the second wife of Jacob and Jacob's first cousin. Rachel is Leah's younger sister, and Rachel has fertility issues. Okay? Yeah. It gets confusing, everybody. It really does. It gets confusing. And she's found in Genesis 29 to 30 and Genesis 35. She loves her husband. He loves her. But he was tricked into marrying the older sister first. He lived his life in a way that he basically bartered to marry Rachel and ended up marrying Leah first because tradition is the firstborn was married first before the next could be married. So what happened is Leah, the eldest sister, is passed off as if she is Rachel. She's not loved by Jacob at all. Matter of fact, there's a disdain there because she is not the one he wanted to marry. And her family tricked him. Finally, he gets to marry Rachel. They have their children. And they keep going down the history. And the reason that both of them are listed as in the line to Jesus, they have children that eventually come together. And are part of the line. Leah is mentioned in Genesis 29 to 30. She's also brought up again in Genesis 35, 16 to 19, Genesis 37, 3, and Genesis 42, 4. So you're going to see her mentioned quite a bit. Now, some things to think about. Are you happy with what God has given to you? Think about it. Jacob was tricked into marrying Leah. Was he happy with what he was given? No. But did he keep doing what needed to be done? Do you take it into your own hands? And if you think back to the last session on Sarah and Hagar, do you take things into your own hands when you think God has not answered you? Now, ask yourself, what would it take for you to seek peace? If you're handed all this stuff, like these three women, what would it take for you to get peace? Might not be something God wants you to have, but it's what would it be? How are we molding our children? Now think about this. Are you raising them to be ever loving or hatred filled? Do we pass what we learn down to our children, or do you try to break that mold? It's been very difficult, but do you try to break that mold as the parents? And think about your family and your relationship with them. Think about that. Are things easy, or do you make it difficult? Are you the one that's the blockade in the family? Just some things to think about. Maybe if you haven't read through this very, very lengthy section, take a minute and go and look through it and read through it. It is very detailed. And then you come back to these questions and think about it. And yeah, I'm finding I put up roadblocks. But I also find that I try to break them down. All right, everybody. Next time I will give you a glance at Tamar, who is next in the line. And hopefully we can keep on moving from here. Blessed be. Until next time.